Hey, what's going on, you guys? Depdoc here. Welcome back to another episode of How to Photoshop.
We live to die. We are shadows in the neon light.
This is episode 2, and it's been a while since we've actually done a How to Photoshop video. I'm gonna give you some reasons why. Number one, I didn't really know where it was gonna go with the series. I didn't see it doing too well, but it actually has done pretty well. And I'm only doing this series, and I'm continuing it because somebody asked for it. And I'm just saying right now, if you ask for content, I'm going to do it because you know I want to do what you guys want to see. And I don't know yet about the Photoshop about the Sony Vegas series yet, but if you guys ask for it, I will 100% bring it back. I like editing. I try to upload daily if I can, but yeah. Anyway, guys, before we get into this episode, I really appreciate you guys would please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Photoshop videos like this in the future. With that all out of the way, let's hop right into this. All right, so let's open up our Photoshop and let's start a new file. We're gonna start with this. We're gonna have a white background because what today we're gonna do is we're gonna worry about colors. I feel like colors is kind of really important with text, backgrounds, color correction, with anything. It's not gonna be a super long episode because there's not a lot to talk about with uh, color. Plus, I don't have that much time today, so it's gonna be a moderately shorter episode. Anyways, so let's unlock our background so we actually can customize it with everything. All right, so first things we want to do. We're gonna start with how to modify our background. What we want to do is you want to right-click your first bottom layer. If you didn't see what I did down here, it had like the lock on it. All you have to do is double-click it. It will unlock it, and then you'll get the layer tab after you right-click it again. 1-0. All right, so we get into the colors. I kind of went over this, I think, a little bit in the last episode, but I can't really remember since it's been a while. So, okay. We got all these choices. A lot of them are used for more like text, which I will be showing, but I do want to do some with the background because background really does help for your idea of how to make backgrounds look brighter, look better, or overlay, obfuscate, anything. So, we're going to start with the granite overlay, and there's also a pattern one. I don't ever use this because I've never looked into how to get more patterns that you can just look up to get patterns. No, they already have these like built in, like grass, water, tree. This is so that looks like a pool. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's turn that off. All right, what I usually do is I use like the granite overlay, obviously blend mode. And add like dissolve, look on into it darkened, but I just leave it on normal because I really don't really like the full with that kind of stuff. I use more of this as like a idea of a coverage because of it, because hold on, let me bring into another image. Whoops. Okay, hold on, that's fine. I'll bring in another image. All right, so I got this image of Tommy from Mafia 1. So basically, I'm covering him up now with this. So what I would do to make it look a little bit better in like the times is that I would change the colors. Now you're hearing a lot of bland sounds because you know that's what Windows does. You see that I right-clicked it, and then you can now change the colors. You can also change like the angle of it, reset it, whatever. So like an old-timey look, it's old-time. We got to think about colors. Colors are more of like we're like yellow and like black, but black I don't really like doing because it's just not that kind of color. But let's just say, for example, we'll go with like a light green. So let's just say that's our colors. You gotta make sure you close these out at the same time. All right, so now we got this, but we have no Tommy. How do we fix this? So we go to the opacity file and we just slowly drag it down and stretch this image out. Hold on. I really don't care how it looks because I'm not going to keep it, but I'm just giving some ideas. Because usually with this picture of Tommy, I would cut him out and stuff like that. So yeah, we're just going to drop the opacity a little bit. We want to make it so that he doesn't look like super bad, but we also want to make sure that the color doesn't impact it. And with this, now we get like this color. We get a color over him, and we get to see like what his skin color is, smoke, his jacket, his actual shirt, everything. Everything is now in detail with the image. That is how you color grade with that stuff. But let's just say we just want to change this image with no granite overlay on it. How do we do that? Well, we go to layer. No, wait, my bad. You go to image. You gotta make sure you're on it. You go to image, adjust brightness and contrast. Now, one thing you always want to be careful about that a lot of things in the past do not help you with is that they tell you, oh yeah, brightness is how you fix everything and make it look better. No, brightness actually makes images worse if you don't do it correctly. Let's just say if this image was like super dark like that, and we would want to make it darker. Lighter. See, what I mean is that like, this does not look normal. Now actually in this image, I'm not gonna lie, it don't look that bad. You can increase this, or we can even make it even look that this looks bad. This literally looks like if this was still back to this and this. My opinion, how you would want to make the best image possible is that you want to make it look dark at some angles and make it look light in other angles. If it doesn't look that way, it's not gonna look correct. That is something you always want to make sure about color correcting. And these are just the basic levels. Do not ask me to be a color director. Obviously not. So let's get over the text. Let's just say this is our thumbnail again, like last episode. Bring in the text. My favorite text is a Gantz. I love a Gantz. It's one of my favorites. We'll say Mafia. I'll put it in a different font though, so it's better to read. And it's not actually, because I've actually have seen like some cool art with this. So there we go. There's Mafia, and with contour. I couldn't read it. Going blind, if you can't tell. Contour looks cool, but then mixed with texture, it adds like a little bit of a texture. I have like the same tree from pattern overlay, and like you could change where the tree is. You can back it up. That looks cool, but we're not done there. We can then add a stroke, and what a stroke is basically an outline. And what would look good with white? Well, any color really. Ooh, that green though. It's not perfect for this image, but I like the look of it. Then you make it have an outer glow, inner glow. That's the inner glow. Now it's now gray because this color is not black. Let's just say we made it also green. So then actually God, it's so loud. When I increase that, it will start turning green. Or the choke doesn't really show that much detail, but there is detail going on inside of the word, and you can change the side of how much it is, which doesn't really help when you're dealing with stuff that is very low. If I just go back to normal, it will same thing. I don't really use this section that much, but then we use inner glow. The inside will actually glow. Shocking. You want to make sure that it's an actual color, because if it's not, it won't show up really. Just say, God, you don't understand how much that sound is so loud in my ears. My headphones are not even up that loud. Oh wait, it's up to 30. I usually have it like 20. If you say it's quiet, buy Razer Blackfins. They're super loud, and you won't complain, and you'll understand where I'm coming from. That's besides the point though. So you always want to make sure the opacity is maxed with anything you're doing. Make it normal. You then see a red inner glow. Now it's there. But since like a lot of it's like white, you gotta like kind of spread out the red. I don't know. I don't really know how this works because I don't ever use this because it doesn't really show anything. Because show you, that's what it does. Doesn't really do that much. And satin is just a straight up color that I use this barely because I just use the granite overlay, stuff like that. So this is how our word looks like right now. I'm gonna turn off the inner glow. No, there we go. Or the inner shadow, that's what I mean. And then that's with our green and yellow inside of it. And then have a color overlay, which is just one color. It's just a basic, and you can have an outer glow. You can make it super big. You may have it like super bad, like designed. Yeah, you can make things look really cool. And then you have a drop shadow. Let's let's not make it black. Let's make it like blue or pink. Yeah, you can make some wacky stuff in Photoshop. Like, this is just like color stuff though. So like, that could be like our thumbnail. And also it like really does pop. It's not like normal. It looks super cool. And like you can have like Mafia, and then you can have like the number 1 right next to him and stuff like that. Like number 1. Like, there you go. You can put it like in the corner, up here. Just looks nice. We got a cool looking image. And then let's add back our overlay. Oops. It's like a green sheet. Where's the word at? Right here. Bring it above. It just looks like I'm not even lying. It looks like something that I would make if I was high. I don't smoke, but just saying, because like green, and it just looks like a funky trip. We also could like embrace more on the smoke with color if we just more embrace this image for a color that complements this smoke. Gray, maybe a light blue or something like that. I don't know too much. Yet again, so this is like basic color grading. Don't come at me for stuff like this. You also, if you don't want to do like the layer thing, you also could duplicate the same exact layer. How you do that is just you go on the layer, you right click it, and there you go. So all you have to do is, and then we would right click this. Come on, open. Oh. Alright, okay. We want to rationalize the layer, because if we don't, then we can't really use it. We're gonna do it on both of them because it doesn't really affect anything. See, they're the same. It's the same image. Now we should be able to click on it, and then there we go. Okay. So then we just add that to this. Then we take this image that we've already like changed the color on. Drop the opacity again. You know, it makes him pop out more because it's actually the same exact image. It's just bleeding through. Yeah, it's like super cool with like designs with some thumbnails. It really matters what the heck you want to do with like thumbnails. Like when I always look at a photo in Photoshop, I'm always looking on how to make it for a thumbnail, because that's like, you know, I do for YouTube. That's what I do in general, because I don't make photos for people that much, and when I do, you know, I put my time in it. So yeah, I really don't have much else to say about color grading, but yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about next episode, which should, if we continue with this being a weekly series, I could either do how to show you guys how to make a channel banner, and I could show you guys how to, if you cut out an image and you want to remove some stuff, I could show you guys how to fill it. So let me know in the comments if you made it this far or what you guys want to see. And anyway, guys, that's the end of this second episode of How to Photoshop. I know it's kind of basic, but yeah, just teaching you guys a little bit on how I make my thumbnails. This isn't like extremely how I make my thumbnails, but it's like close to it. Matters what the heck kind of thumbnail I'm making. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a great day, and if you like this video, then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Photoshop videos to come in the future. Yeah, see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.